Good morning everybody, Kate here. Happy Monday. I hope you have all had a wonderful weekend. I have. It's been absolutely terrific. So I wanted to talk to you about a conversation I had recently with an owner of a small business, and he's a terrific bloke and he runs a great team, and recently one of his staff members started acting out, and he thought that this person was trying to undermine the business and that he might sort of go and do his own thing or take off or whatever. And he became really concerned about this person's behaviour and really thought that the business was at risk as a result of that behaviour. And this went on for a few weeks, and there was a lot of tension as a result. And then suddenly it became obvious that the reason why this employee was acting out was because his contract had run out, and he thought that the owner of the business wasn't going to renew the contract. So he thought that his job was at risk, and he started reacting to that. And in response to his reaction to that, the boss thought that this employee was trying to undermine his business and that he was acting out inappropriately, and he was thinking of sacking him. So as a result of a lack of communication and a failure to just have a conversation really about what was going on, the two of them went for weeks misreading the cues and feeling incredibly stressed and unhappy with each other for no good reason, because the CEO was going to always re-engage this person. He just was so busy and had so many other things going on at that time that he hadn't got around to renewing the contract. In fact, he wasn't even aware that the contract had expired. And the employee was too nervous or didn't feel that he was confident enough to actually go to the CEO and say, hey, my contract's, I'm out of contract, what's going on, what's the plan? So that was an incredibly stressful period. What I keep coming across over and over again is that employees are generally trying to do the very best they can for their bosses. There can be a whole range of reasons why things might not go right, and that might be one of them. If you don't feel that you're being valued, or that there's a lack of communication, that might be one of the triggers as to why somebody's performance might deteriorate. But as a general rule, I am constantly finding that employees are trying to do the right thing, and it is usually as a result of other things happening that the wheels fall off, and that could be a lack of clarity about roles and responsibility. It could be that somebody is just feeling micromanaged and not trusted to do the job that they've been engaged to do. It could just be that the boss or the leader has got a whole heap of other personal issues going on, and they are not focused on the job at work. They've got other things happening in their lives, and all of a sudden, because they are not looking after their people and they're not there and they're not nurturing people, everybody's feeling like they're not being loved, and they react to that. There's a whole range of things. We're human. We all have things going on all the time. So my advice to anybody is to speak up. Always speak up. If you see something and you feel uncomfortable, call it. You don't have to be rude. You don't have to be aggressive. You just go, hey, I'm not feeling comfortable. What's going on? I think I'm missing something here. What's going on? And have a conversation. Call it. Because if you call it, and if you put the problem on the table, then you can deal with it. But if it's not on the table, if people are not speaking out, if they're not saying what's going on, then everybody's in the dark, and then we fill all of the gaps with assumptions which are usually incorrect. I mean, that's the way we do it. So I would definitely encourage people to speak up. Speak up. Find out what's going on. Don't ever be aggressive. Just be curious. Just ask what's going on and be curious. And that's whether you're the CEO, if you've got an employee who's acting out, talk to them. What's going on? What's going on for you? Are you okay? And equally, if you're an employee and you're not getting the feedback that you need, go to the boss. Hey boss, I'm feeling uncomfortable here. What's going on? Just want to make sure that we're both on the same page. We're all equals. We're all equals. Bosses are not more important than employees. Bosses can't live without employees. Employees can't live without the boss. We're all equal. We all have a right to speak up and to make sure that we're clear about our roles and responsibilities and to be clear about what's required of us and expectations. All right, well, look, have a wonderful day, and I am planning to do this every day. So if you would like to discuss anything further with me, or if you've got any questions that you'd like me to answer, please send me a message, and I would be more than happy to do that and to give my answers here online. Okay, thank you. Bye.